We are about to board the Disney Wish. The Disney Wish made its maiden voyage in July of 2022. It was the first ship in the Wish class of ships. This includes the Disney Destiny and the Disney Treasure. The Grand Hallway is inspired by one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, Cinderella. Once we board the ship, I will give you some tips on how to have the best embarkation day.
Disney Wish people the great harmony. Disney the children's family.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Family. Disney Wish please welcome aboard the Campbell family.
Okay, let's rewind it back a little bit so I can tell you some ways to prepare for embarkation day. I'll insert some clips from earlier in our vacation too, so you have something to look at while I'm talking. We did a land and sea vacation and started our vacation at Port Orleans Riverside. We did the Disney Cruise Line ground transportation from Walt Disney World to Port Canaveral, and then from Port Canaveral to the airport at the end of our trip. This was $90 per person, and it is an approximately hour-and-a-half ride from Walt Disney World to Port Canaveral. Some of the reasons I chose Disney transportation were because I felt a little bit more comfortable on Disney transportation. I felt like if something did happen, I was with a lot of other people that would be on our ship. Our luggage was picked up from our room the morning of, and then we received it again once we were on the ship, so we didn't have to worry about our luggage. The evening before our cruise, we received an email that told us what time to meet up. It also told us when our luggage would be picked up. The instructions for this were to place it near our door in our room. You do not have to be present in your room at time of pickup, but we were. Luggage should have your luggage tags on it, which you will receive in the mail prior to your Disney cruise. If you need additional luggage tags, you can pick them up from Bell Services, or you can get it from a Disney Cruise Line representative. We both also had our carry-on bags. In your carry-on bag, you need to pack medications. Some people recommend a swimsuit if you're wanting to get in the pools, and what you need to get on your Disney cruise. You will need your port arrival form. We used a digital copy of our port arrival form, but you can also print it off. Your proof of citizenship and your photo ID, whether it be a birth certificate or your passport and a driver's license. And if you're planning on bringing alcohol, it also needs to be in your carry-on bag. Disney allows you to bring 1 6-pack of beer or 1 bottle of wine. Instead of these, I opted to bring a 6-pack of Mountain Dew. Sodas are included on your Disney cruise, but Disney has a deal with Coke, not Pepsi. Once we got to Port Canaveral and near our ship, our app automatically changed to the onboard app. When this happened, we were able to see our rotational dining schedule, as well as favorite some of the activities that we wanted to do while aboard the ship. For dining on Disney Cruise Line, as I just mentioned, it's rotational. This means you have different rooms that you dine in on different days. However, you're with your same table of people and your servers rotate along with you as well. All right, fast forward to what we did next when on the ship. On embarkation day, Disney has an open house. This is where the adults can walk through the children's areas before they become kid-only spaces. And let me tell you, the theming of these areas is amazing, and they have different ones for different age groups. First, we saw the It's a Small World nursery, which is for ages 6 months to 3 years. It is Mary Blair inspired and is the only youth area on the ship that requires a reservation and additional payment. Then we transitioned into the Mickey and Minnie's Captain Deck area. This adorable area is nautical themed and designed especially for younger kids. Next up is the Walt Disney Imagineering Lab. The Disney nerd in me found this area really cool. There were these really cool hand washing machines. There are so many Imagineering-inspired details around this area, and currently the Imagineering Lab is exclusive to the Wish-class ships. I know a lot of Frozen fans who would love Fairytale Hall. This area is inspired by Disney princesses and has this adorable themed room to Frozen. This area was truly breathtaking and the theming was so on point. Next, we are going to head on over to the Star Wars Cargo Bay. This is an extremely immersive area where young recruits can become creature handlers for the Resistance. You'll see creatures like porgs, loth cats, and other species from across the Star Wars universe. This was a first-of-its-kind Star Wars experience that was designed for the Disney Wish. And it was designed to have the capability to evolve over time and to introduce new characters. Next, we make our way to the Marvel Superhero Academy. Here, kids can train with the Avengers, learn hero skills, all through interactive games and missions. This area also had a lot of interactive displays. We did not go by Edge, which is made specifically for tweens between the ages of 11 and 14, but this is Vibe, an exclusive lounge for teens ages 14 to 17, which has lots of beautiful places to relax. After touring the kids' clubs, we went to the Marceline Market, located on deck 11. Also discovered this is where we can get pog juice. And then we headed to our stateroom. You will find your room card outside of your stateroom door. On it, you will find your assigned assembly station. When you enter the room, you will need to use your Key to the World card. This will allow you to turn on the lights. Disney Cruise Line has split bathrooms. This means that there are 2 different bathroom areas with sinks so that more people can get ready at one time. The front bathroom had the sink and toilet. Then next door you will find a bath and shower combo and another sink. Shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner are provided. I was so excited when I found out that we had a Frozen themed room, and let me tell you, those sheets, pillows, the mattress to die for. I slept so good. There was also space under the bed to store your suitcases, and my large suitcases fit under there without any difficulty, and nightstands on both sides. They had regular plug-ins and USB outlets. I love all the Frozen details. This couch folds out into a bed, and a bed also pulls down from the ceiling. Your stateroom is refreshed twice a day. In the morning to put everything back, like the beds up into the ceiling. And then in the evening you have your regular turn-down services. There is an additional desk vanity area with some more drawers for storage. Here you can find your hair dryer and a desk drawer that contains some Disney Cruise Line stationery as well as some postcards that are adorable, and the little tag that you put outside of your room if you want to order room service for breakfast. We did opt to splurge a little bit and got the veranda room, and I really loved having the balcony. On to the closets. There were sliding doors with 2 different closet areas with some shelves in the middle. This was hard to film because of the hallway being a little bit narrow right there. But these closets did light up and have a decent number of hangers, as well as you could find your life vest in the closets, the ladder if you are using the bunk bed system, which like I mentioned will be set up for you, and a safe and information about dry cleaning. Next we headed to our muster drill and then the sail away party.
Are we excited for our fun magical adventure? And now it's time to dance to the beat and get on your feet and introduce you to your new Disney Cruise Line family.
Ready? Wishes do come true.
I am back in our stateroom. So far, day 1 has been amazing. I have unpacked and organized our stateroom. And I am so excited to see the show tonight. I've heard it's really good. And then we're going to have dinner at 1923 on the right side. I can't wait to see that restaurant either. We have some fun outfits planned for this evening, so it's time to get ready. All right, we are ready for the show and dinner, and I'm so excited. I have on the Lady Tremaine bound. Here's a picture of it. I am not going to record during dinner because I think we're going to be sitting at a table with people we don't know, and I don't want to be rude. So I will just like film my food, but I'm not going to talk. And during the show, we also can't record, but after the show, I'll tell you my thoughts on it. The show was great. Seize the Adventure, I think it's called. Really good show. I'll put the name right here. Had a lot of character presence. And now we are going to go eat at 1923. Just a little side note before dinner, as I mentioned, Disney Cruise Line does rotational dining, which I loved. This means you will be with the same group of people every night. You will have the same servers, but you will be going to different dining rooms. 1923 has 2 different dining rooms. It has a Walt Disney side and a Roy Disney side. We were in the Roy side for our dinner, but we did have a lunch on the Walt side later on. I would describe this dining area as a combination of classy 1920s and Walt Disney animation. 2 things that I really love. A little backstory, 1923 is the year that the Walt Disney Company was founded. Both of the sides have an identical menu. The menu is said to be inspired by cultural flavors found throughout California, including a blend of Asian, European, and South American influences. I really enjoyed the food at this restaurant. And pro tip with the rotational dining, if you like something from a restaurant, you can order it from one of the other restaurants. So I actually got an appetizer from here multiple times. The cast members also start to remember your preferences. Each meal came with its own bread service. I got the burrata, and it was my favorite appetizer the entire cruise. The cheese was nice and creamy, and the prosciutto had a great flavor. This was the one that I ordered multiple times. Brandon got the ahi tuna appetizer. He said it was good, but he expected the portion size to be a little bit bigger. So if you have a big appetite, maybe order 2. We each only got 1 appetizer, but you can order more than 1. Brandon and I both got the peppered filet mignon, and it was cooked so good. Another one of my favorites from the cruise. I also got the lamb entree to try. Now, I do not have that much experience eating lamb, but it was not my favorite, and I definitely preferred the filet. The flavor was very rosemary forward. It did seem to be cooked well and was presented really nicely. For the dessert, I got the churros caliente. Not my favorite Disney churros ever, but they were okay. Brandon got the Hollywood Hills hot fudge sundae, which he really enjoyed. They also gave us this chocolatey dessert because it was our 10-year wedding anniversary, and it was very much appreciated. We walked out slowly after dinner and enjoyed some of the artwork that was in 1923. Then we headed to the Grand Hall where we explored a little bit more. Like, check out this beautiful Cinderella statue with Gus, Gus, and Jock peeking out from under her dress. And Lucifer's back here up to his normal tricks trying to catch them. And just look up at the beautiful chandelier and all of the lights. One fun fact on the Disney Wish is that there is a Grand Hall Kiss Goodnight. This occurs at 10, 11, and 12, and there is a 2 to 3 minute light show themed to Cinderella. We missed it on day 1. This will be in a future vlog for day 2. After that, we did a scavenger hunt, and that was a lot of fun. Then we walked around on the deck where Cruella was playing. And now we are back in our room. Ordered some room service, Mickey Premium and cookies. And yeah, gotta be up early tomorrow for Castaway Cay, so looking forward to that. Comment below and let me know your favorite thing to do on a Disney cruise. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Your support means the world to me. Thank you. Bye.